Hi everyone, welcome to my garden in southwestern Pennsylvania and the final Garden Dreams collaboration. It's autumn now, and the woods are beginning to shift color and drop leaves. It's amazing how much has changed since the tree was taken down in April. Month by month, more plants were added to the woodland walk, and they began to knit together into a whole, into a garden. Now the textures and shapes are rich and pleasing, yet they still look natural to me. The pagoda dogwood is one of my favorite small trees, graceful and at home in the woods, yet so useful to wildlife. In late September, its leaves begin to change to a soft rose color. The sunnier gardens feel the pollinators emerge from the woods in summer. Carpenter bees love the monarda blossoms. And so does the spicebush swallowtail. I grow the northern spicebush just so that I can see those butterflies. It's a graceful tall shrub with beautiful summer foliage that turns golden in fall. I grow strawberries in a planter on my deck that provide fruit all summer, but I always plant Italian parsley in it for the caterpillars that become yellow swallowtail butterflies. The upper deck surrounded by the trees is a great place for morning coffee. 25 feet in the air, I can see the lower gardens and into the treetops. I love the colorful annuals, and the pollinators always find their way here. They even pollinate the cherry tomatoes. I can look down at the woodland walk from here, or just enjoy the creatures that visit my bistro. The garden really suffered from extreme heat and drought this summer, and so did the creatures in it. A groundhog broke through the fence to eat some of the beds to the ground. We finally secured the fences and saved the garden. The deer were just as hungry and thirsty and were constant visitors to this bird bath on the ground. I fill the 2-gallon bowl twice a day for them. One day I noticed an odd depression in a dish of outdoor seedlings. A toad was trying to survive in the cool, damp soil after I watered the plants each morning. Toads are great for the garden, eating slugs and mosquitoes and other garden pests. So I made a toad house for it from a broken pot, filled it with damp soil, and planted sedge around it to create a pretty home in the woodland garden. After 6 months of planting and letting the Virginia creeper wind itself through the stumps, this new garden feels settled, as if it's been here for a long time. It has texture, color, shape, and even some open spaces for new plants. The rains have finally come, and the garden breathes a sigh of relief. I do the same. Pixie walks the garden with me, rain or shine. Volunteer natives bloom in the woods near the natives that I planted. Walking on this path filled with plants that was merely a dream a year ago reminds me that this is habitat building, creating a place for creatures and plants to flourish and fill the garden with life and song. There is more to do, more plants to add, a new connecting path to create, but this year's work is almost done, and soon it will be time to plan next year's garden dream. Do you have a garden dream? It has been a joy to collaborate with my Garden Dreams friends, Emily, Kim, DeBorrah, Betty, and Julia, as we've explored and realized a dream for our gardens this year. And consider subscribing to their channels.